Kyle Montgomery here with breaking news for Florida State fans. Jameis Winston, the #1 dual-threat quarterback in the country, has made it official and signed his letter of intent to play football with the Seminoles next season. Winston, who was also considered to be a top prospect in June's Major League Baseball draft, didn't say whether or not he would still go to Florida State if he was drafted. 24/7 Sports National Director of Recruiting J.C. Shurburtt joined us to talk about the rest of the Seminoles star-studded class.
I think it's another excellent class for Jimbo Fisher and his staff, ranking among the top 3 in the country. What I like about it is they've gone after not only great prospects with all the measurables and stuff like that, they've gone after great football players, some of the best prospects in the country at their specific positions, like Nick O'Leary last year at tight end, Tim Jernigan at defensive tackle last year. This year you look at it, Mario Edwards Jr. on the defensive line, Ronald Darby at cornerback. Those are guys that are some of the best guys in the country at their specific spots, and therefore it goes without saying they'll probably make an early impact.
Yeah, you mentioned a couple of the stars that they got on the defensive end. That seems to be where they made the biggest splash.
Absolutely, and everybody will tell you in college football that to be excellent, to be elite, you have to be great on the defensive line. And getting a guy like Edwards is a big piece of the puzzle, but they also landed Chris Casher, defensive end out of Mobile, Alabama, who I think has as much upside as anybody. Didn't play football his senior year, went to the Under Armour game and starred. So there's a guy that's very good. Also, Eddie Goldman, the big defensive tackle out of D.C. Everybody in the country wanted him. Odell Haggins, the defensive line coach at FSU, landed him. Obviously,
there's going to be a lot of discussion about the guys they got defensively, but they did get some talent on the offensive side of the ball as well.
Absolutely, and I usually start with Mario Pender, the running back who's already enrolled. He's already on campus getting ready to play next year. I think he can have a similar impact to the Noles offense as Devontae Freeman did this past season as a true freshman, stepping in and getting carries as the season goes on. Very talented player there. And also Marvin Bracey, who I think could be one of the steals of the class. They got him committed early, was known more as a track athlete, and then went to the Under Armour game and proved not only there but throughout his season he can run routes, he can jump up and get the ball. He's advanced as a receiver, can step in and make an impact early in that offense.
I tell you what, JC, the rich just seem to keep getting richer. 15 of their 18 signees, 4 stars or better. You talk about on the defensive side of the ball, this is already a unit that ranked 8th in the nation in sacks last year. They returned all 4 up front, including Brandon Jenkins, and then they go get all these young stars to be. Bright future for the Florida State Seminoles.
No doubt about it.
Your work is done, my friend.
Thank you.
J.C. Shurburtt, Kyle Montgomery. Catch you next time on the ACCDN.